Here's the first introductory video on inheritance hierarchy. And as you can see on the screen, there are various things that I've typed here, and I'm gonna use a vacation as my context for inheritance. And so there's different vacations here. I could go on a cruise, go on a family road trip, I can go on just a general road trip. I go on a flight. I could just do a vacation. I go on a sports road trip, like for a soccer team or a football team or a basketball or softball team. And these different types of vacations actually could be categorized into a flowchart or a diagram as to what types of vacations they are. And so of all of these, I have one vacation that's really the general idea. This is the main idea of vacation. All of these other things would fall under the category called vacation. So I'm going to start with a vacation being kind of the head of my diagram. Now, of course, when I go on vacation, there are different types of vacations I could take. And in this list, I tried to include some different types. For example, I could go on a cruise. Okay, a cruise is kind of completely different than all of these other items here. And so I'm going to put a cruise. A cruise is a type of vacation here. I'll put it right underneath vacation. Well, there's other types of vacation, of course. I go on a vacation that involves a flight. I could do a flight vacation. There's another type of vacation, so it kind of falls under the same category as a cruise because it's a type of vacation. Okay, and then I've got all these other three, which are all road trips. Now, generally speaking, I could go on a road trip. So a road trip is another type of vacation. So I'm kind of organizing these, like I said, into a chart or a flow chart. I have a vacation. I have three types of vacations I could take: a road trip, a cruise, or a flight. And amidst these road trips, I have two types of road trips. I could do a family road trip, or I could do a sports road trip. Okay, so here's the idea here. If I read these from the top down, I have a vacation. What type of vacation am I going on? Well, I could be going on a road trip, a cruise, or a flight. Okay, now cruise and flight kind of don't really have any other types of vacations attached to them. But if I were to choose a road trip, I could ask, what kind of road trip are you going on? Are you going on a family road trip, or are you going on a sports road trip? And that's all great. Now, typically, though, it's a little bit, I guess you probably would read these more from the bottom up when we talk about programming, where a family road trip is a road trip. A sports road trip is a road trip. Okay, a road trip is a vacation. A cruise is a vacation. And a flight is a vacation. I know not all flights could be, um, but this is kind of the general idea. And in an inheritance hierarchy diagram, that's really what you would want to draw or create on paper or on the screen as I have. And I have another slide just so I'd pre-done it, and it looks kind of like this. Now, the order doesn't matter, and that's the main idea here. It doesn't matter that I put road trip in the middle or on the end. But this is an inheritance hierarchy that is just really a flowchart that explains what items are also directly related to other items. And that's the main idea behind inheritance. That's the beginning foundation, is that you have to understand that certain items are actually also other items. A sports road trip is actually also a road trip, which is also actually a vacation. That's just the main idea, how to understand and categorize things and draw these types of diagrams.